Hello, hello! It's Natasha here at Britches Get Stitches. I just want to say thanks everybody for stopping by. If you're new here, this is a channel about cross stitch, and then I also throw in some sewing. You've probably seen my sewing tutorials. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, so I try to keep them separate. Actually, if you guys, anybody that is new or if anybody that is returning, hey guys, if you can leave me a comment below, is it distracting to have my sewing videos on as well? I know that a couple subscribers left when I put up my newest tutorial. And so if it's easier, I can just separate out and I can do like a different channel for my sewing and keep Flosstube separate. So and give me some feedback. Is that easy for you to just skip the ones you're not interested in, or would it be better if I separated them? So give me what you think. It is July 15th, filming this at like 10:30 at night. Just finished my whip parade, hoping to get them both edited and put up tomorrow, but we shall see. It is a busy weekend yet again. It has been almost 4 weeks since, well, maybe 3. It's been 3 weeks and a couple days since I last updated you guys, and that's just because life went absolutely bonkers. Work got crazy, things got crazy with Lucy having to do a bunch of things like dance and going back to her babysitter and just getting back into the schedule of things, and I'm dog sitting for friends, and it's just boop. So before you know it, it's like 4 weeks later. So I'm trying to do every 2 weeks, and obviously I'm not getting there. So, but I mean, at least I've got some progress to show you. That's good. So, if you've not been here before, this is kind of set up that I do little mini life update, and then I go into my finishes if I have any, and then whips, any new starts, any plans, and then I have a couple other things that I show. The wall of photos, I've got one to show from Brian pretty soon. Well, not pretty soon, but eventually we're going to run out of photos to show, so that won't be a forever thing. And then I have one to show from my TBS list, my to be stitched list, wish list, whatever you want to call it. And then finally I end with a little bit of language, because language is just a really important thing in our family. I'm currently teaching Lucy Spanish and French and sign language at the same time that I'm learning myself. I know Spanish. I've had like a lot of years learning on that, but I'm teaching myself French and sign language, and in addition, I'm teaching my 3-year-old. So it's just really important to us, and so I'm just throwing that in at the end. So, but you can feel free to skip that when you get there. And for now, I will just dive right into cross stitch, because that's why you're all here. I do actually have a finish, y'all. I don't have a fully finish yet, but I do have a finish, and it happened this morning? No, last night. I finished it last night during a D&D game that Brian's leading. It is Bigfoot by LolaCrow cross stitch. Let me see. Nope, I want to keep it like that. I'm trying to hide my face so it focuses on there. Look at how cute the little guy is. So this is on 14 count black Ada, all it called for. I had to go to the store to get some of the colors that I was missing. There we go. Oh my God, look at that owl, it's so cute. I don't know if I should put a mouth on him. So there is no mouth in the pattern, but I don't know if I should. I mean, he's kind of cute, and he would make a good bookmark. Look at that. And I was saying in my whip parade that it would be fun to just make like a bunch of these and then like cut them out. I mean, even, oh, you can make them on the plastic, cut them out, and then just like hang them on trees around. On trees. I was not thinking of trees. I was just thinking of putting them in books or random places. How cute would that be to do a bunch of like plastic ornaments with Bigfoot and the earth and just hang them on a random tree in the park? If I get time, I will. Dang, that would be so cool. That would be so stinking cute. Oh, okay, so that was a finish. It's the only one I've got, but I'm working towards a couple others, and you'll see. So, this is my pile of whips that you can't see, but I will just go through those. The next one is another LolaCrow. It is the Greenhouse of Oddities. Here's where they are. It's on the 7th planting. I am not. So this is where I was last time. Not very far, but I should have taken this out of the Q-snap, but I didn't. But this is where I am now. So like I've got all of the frame all the way over here. I've got the dirt all the way over here. So I just have to finish this part of the frame and here, throw in the extra colors. There's a bird up here I'm missing. And then I can get into the plantings. So it shouldn't be too long because I keep this one next to my desk at home like all the time. So I just pick it up and stitch while I'm watching TV or working on something or whatever. So hopefully soon. I mean, I'm not the only one behind on it. I'm just probably one of the only ones this far behind on it. So we'll get there. We'll get there. And that one is done on a 40 count linen that I hand dyed myself with green and gray Rit dye. The next one, and I meant to unzip this before, so I'll just talk over it. The next one is the Welcome to the North Pole from Primrose Cottage Stitches. This is the one that they made into a Sal, and so the first one is June, and then July, August, September, October, November, blah, blah, blah. And I am still on the first one, but I've got this on a 14 count, no, that's not 14, that's a 16. 16 count oatmeal Aida, and I guess I should show you where I was last time. There you go. So progress, a little bit, and I don't like to just end my thread if I've still got enough left. So I went ahead and threw some down into the second if I had like extra thread. So yeah, I gotta get caught up on that. There's 2 that I'm behind on. But you know what? It's all for fun. That's all it's about, is the fun. You can go over here. The next one I have to show you is Rainbow Cat by Mini Maker Stitchery. This is the straight satin stitch, a little bit of back stitch project that I've had for like ever and a day. I got it before I knew what Flosstube was. And this is where I was last time. So I've been like limping along at this, but I'm now really far. I mean, take a look at that. I've actually got quite a bit of the leaves or feathers or whatever they are done. So that one shouldn't take too long, but you know, plan things and see what actually happens. My next one, and these aren't in any order, I apologize. I just like put them in a pile after doing my whip parade and was like, I'll just pick them up when I pick them up. The next one is the Dimensions Dolphins Domaine kit that I had. And this is where I was last time. Again, not much of a start, but I had a little bit of a start just to say that I could. And I've actually been doing quite a bit of work on this one because it's been part of a fandom stitching group that I'm involved in and am loving. So this is where I'm at now. Quite a bit of that ocean part in there. I've got some of the dolphin showing up, so really cute. And again, the accordion creases in here because I stitch in hand. And I finally went ahead and put some masking tape around this because I'm just kind of flying through it, so it's not like it's going to leave any residue or stuff because I'm going to finish it in time. But it was starting to fray just a little bit. So the next one I have is the Cat Silhouette, which is by Cari Buziak in that Whimsical cross stitch magazine or cross stitch book that I got from the library. And this is where I was last time. It was kind of a little itty bitty start for part of Stitch Mayhem, and I picked it up again and got much further on it. So this is on white 14 count Aida that I still have to zigzag the edges for. And I've now got, you know, quite a bit of the outside border, inside border, the moon's done, and I started on the little cat, just a little ear right there. So The next one I worked on is Rainy Day Magic by Flossy Fox Shop. And this one I started both as part of Stitch Mayhem and as part of a sal that I led with Cross Stitch Joelle, and it was the Showers or Flowers sal, and I already finished the flowers part of that sal, but I didn't get a chance to finish this one. This is where I was last time, not too far along, but I did pick it up and get quite a bit more, so I've got a lot more on these clouds and then that dragon there, so it's coming along, and I'm loving how it looks on black. Oh, such a good pick, such a good combo there. Yeah, really pretty, really vibrant colors, which I love. Next up, I worked on Do You Even Read, Bro, which is part of the, it came out of the book Lit Stitch by Book Riot. Also got that from the library. And this is where I was last time, not too far again. And I picked it up again, and this is where I'm at now. So I'm starting to work on that arm over there. I got to get to the second arm, and then I'll put in the bro down below. It's all in 310, but then I'm going to outline in a different color, the bro part. Okay, these next two pieces were part of the mini, well, no. One of them was part of the mini art sal. So Snarky and Modern group over on Facebook has a mini art sal that's going on the whole year, and they had a bundle you could purchase through the Stitch Patterns over on Etsy, which is like 1,000 different patterns. So I did. And I am following along, well, attempting to follow along with them. So we've done 2 months so far, May and June, which I have not completed, but I'm still working on. And July is about to come around, but then I also took another one of the art patterns, the portraits, and I threw that in with Stitch Mayhem because I needed another small. And so the Mayhem one that's not part of the mini art sal is the writing lesson, and I just love this pattern. This painting is just so pretty. And when I did the Mayhem start, this is as far as I got, so not very far, but gosh, I love those colors. I had to pick up more colors. That was the problem. I like ran out of I didn't have all of the called fors, so I had to go and get them. So then I did, and now I've made a lot more progress on it. You can see, I mean, you can definitely like see her hair now, the teacher. So yeah. And then the other one was June's Call, and it was a creation of Adam. And this one is so bright, so pretty. And when I started it during May, this is where I was. Again, it was an issue of not having the called fors. I have so many DMC, and of course the ones that I need, I don't have. So like I'm still stocking up on all of them. But this is where I'm at now that I've picked up more of the flosses, and yeah, it's cute. There's a lot of that blue up there, that light blue fills in quite a bit of it. So I've got to pull that in together. The next one is the Spring Saltbox. The Spring Saltboxes from the Plum Street Samplers. This is the part of the Saltbox Solstice sal that's being led by Laura, New Hampshire Stitcher, and also Kate over at Cross Stitch Kate. And I, just as a reminder, I am doing this house this year, this house next year, turning them into table tents. And I'm about, when I finish the spring one eventually, I'm then going to start the summer one, and probably be behind on that one, but you know, whatever. And this is where I was last time. Go ahead and take a peek at that while I remove the needle minder so that you can actually see my progress on it. Yes, it's still in the Q-snap because I was working on it earlier today when I took Lucy to dance, and I apologize, it's really warped right now because I like hastily put it into the Q-snap because I was running out the door. I promise it's straight, and this is where I'm at. So I literally have a little bit of back stitching, a couple colors on the stars, and then I just need to finish the border, and then I'm done. So I'm loving how this is turning out. I used the DMC. I didn't use the specialty floss or whatnot. I just stuck with DMC, and I think it's really pretty. I love that green blue combo, it's a good play off of each other. It's really pretty. And then the door, that like peachy door. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Really like it. It's on a 40 count linen that I coffee dyed. So I don't want to lose this needle minder. So let me throw that back on really quickly. And my final whip, actually, I don't know if it was a whip or if it was a start when I don't know if you've seen this one yet. Meet Me at Midnight by Frizzie Lizzie Stitches. It's either my final whip or it's a new start. Sorry that I can't remember right now, but I'm pretty sure you've seen it. So anyway, this is on a 40 count linen that I hand dyed purple. The called for is a lot pinker, but I'm not a pink person. I love purple. And so I did that, but I'm using the called for DMC and I love how it's looking. This is a gift for a friend. So as soon as it's done, I'll turn it into a bag to give to her. And she's gonna absolutely love it because she is a Swiftie. Oh, and check out my new design board that I made the other night. It's not professional, so I'm not gonna get it close and show you, but it works. Let's see. So those are my whips, potentially a new start. But I do have another new start for sure that I will show you. And I meant to show this last time and I like either just biffed it or forgot or whatever, but this is Victorian Mourning Tree by Night Spirit Studio. And this was done as part of the hashtag Stitch for Sage, in support of their cancer battle and just letting them know that we're here to support you. Love all of their patterns. There's so many to choose from. You should run over there and pick like 12 of them because they're so amazing. I had trouble just picking this one. And so here's my start on that. I love that color. That gold against the black is just really pretty. Black 14 count Ada. Love it. Looks great. Okay, so those are the FOs, the whips, new starts, plans. I mean, is there any other plan except just continuing to stitch? I'm gonna do that, but then I also want to get a start on the Treasure Island from Al Forest Embroidery. I really want to pick up This Joyous Season to stitch with Katie the Novel Stitcher and Mrs. Smith Stitches. They're doing a stitch along for that one, so I want to join on that. What else do I want to do? I want to do the Summer Quaker with Hugo Stitcher, Samantha over there. We'll see if I can get in on that one. I think Katie Novel Stitcher is also doing that one as well. There's just so many. And then of course I've got 1,000 of my own patterns that I need to start. Literally I have 1,000 because I have that entire stitch bundle from the Stitch Patterns. But I'm meeting up with some friends that I only see like 4 times a year in August. And so there are 2 patterns that I really need to get stitched. So those I'm probably going to start coming up soon. So you might see that in the next Flosstube because I really need to start that one. Both of those. Yeah, so I think those are on the list for sure. And I don't have the names of them or else I would share them, but they're Witchy Stitcher patterns. So, okay, so then the only other thing, well, there's 2 things cross-stitch related. Mentions, I want to talk about the people that I've been watching, and if I had 1,000 years to tell you, I would tell you about all of them. I am so far behind on my subscriptions because I keep adding new people every week because there are so many. Of course I watch Mrs. Smith Stitches and Kitty the Novel Stitcher. I love them. They're my, go-tos. Started watching the Flossbox and Cousins a few weeks ago. Absolutely love them. They are hilarious, but also I told Christy this, I'm like, you guys are like a warm hug. I love it. My family is from Missouri and my my grandma and my cousin, my aunt, all of them have like that accent, and it's like getting wrapped up in a family hug. I love it. So much fun to watch them. I watch Linux Stitches. She has so many cool like box reveals and stuff. She's part of the Black Needle Society and always shares what she has in her boxes there. She's actually local, so I've yet to meet her in person, but she does go to Keepsakes, I think on like Saturdays to stitch and stuff. So eventually, Lynn, I'm gonna meet you in person instead of just watching your Flosstube all the time. Let's see. The Traveling Stitcher is another Ohio stitcher. She is farther north, I believe. I want to say like Cleveland. And she's the traveling stitcher because she travels around and sometimes gets down to like Cincinnati, Columbus, anywhere or whatever. Love all of her patterns. So much goodness there. Might be adding like every single one to my wish list. Lemonade Stitching is a really good one as well. She's actually stitching the squirrel that the Maloka Patterns released on their Facebook page, which I have and have not started, but I promise I will. I will join you on that one because I really want to, because it's really stinking cute. The Carolina Stitchers, they were both at, that's mom and daughter, they were both at StitchCon, and while I was there with them, I didn't actually get to like introduce myself. I just happened to be talking in the same group as them. They're super nice, and they play really well off each other. It's a good watch. Recently I just started watching Julia Stitches and Julie Nicely, both of which just have some really great patterns that they've been stitching on and plans to continue. And then Be a Blessing, it's b.a.blessing. She has some really great samplers and patterns as well. And I've added quite a few to my list from her, so thank you. And then finally, Millennial Stitches. She actually was on Flosstube a while ago, but like went on a 2-year hiatus just because of like life stuff. But she's back, and oh my gosh, her personality, like, hello, where you been? Let's be friends. Love her. Oh, and Morvant Maid. Oh my gosh, I cannot stop watching Morvant Maid. There are so many good people. I want to like virtually meet every single one of y'all because you're just super nice and make me smile. So those are my mentions this week. I'm sure there will be 1,000 more next week because no matter how many times I tell you I'm only going to mention 1 or 2, I can't help it because I love them all. Okay, so that's mentions. Last cross stitch thing is my TBS list, and this week it is Mary Ann Copp by With Thy Needle. I saw this one on Lauren, the New Hampshire Stitchers Flosstube, and oh my gosh, fell in love. I love this pattern. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. I mean, just look at this pattern. It's beauty incarnate. Oh, love it. And so I'm like stalking it on Etsy. One of these days I'm gonna take the plunge, but there are so many good ones, so many, but I'm loving that one this week. Okay, that's the last cross stitching. I've just got 2 last little things, so if you're saying sayonara, bye-bye, thanks for joining, I will be really quick though. This is my picture of the week. Ding dong, the witch is dead. I love this one. This is one of my favorite ones that are on the wall. Plus, we found the perfect frame for it at Goodwill. I mean, can you match a better green? Oh, man. And then my language of the week is the word friend, because I consider each and every one of you guys a friend. I just love getting your comments. I mean, there's a little bit of a high that goes on every single time I get a notification that somebody has commented. I am a people person, and I love talking to people and meeting people and making friends. And my daughter is the exact same way. She does not know anyone who is not a friend. And I love that about myself and my daughter and all of that. So, friend. In French, ami. In Spanish, amigo or amiga. And in sign language. So, thank you all so much for joining. I really look forward to hearing from each and every one of you. Just say hi. That would be awesome. It would make my day. And until next time, I'm not going to promise the turnaround time on this, but until next time, thank you guys all for joining. Have just a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And go make a... Bye, guys.